All right, got a drill for you. It's fun. I want you to develop a drill where it looks like you're not sparring. And the reason this is our third video and it's freaking cold. All right, so sparring. Okay, let's deal with that issue first with sparring. Okay, I want to spar. Okay, go ahead and spar. All right.
Shortest video ever. Huh? Shortest video ever.
No, but look at the sparring has time. Okay, always think about that. You have time. In a real fight situation, you're not like this. You're at a bar, you're like blah blah blah. If you're at the bar squaring off, then you're probably too drunk and too stupid to realize you shouldn't be fighting right then. Okay, that's not a time you should ever use it. Probably less drinking on your part. All right. Fighting in real situation, the way Wing Chun was designed to be done, you don't know what's happening. You don't have the time to set your guard or be prepared or anything like that. So when that happens, look at typical sparring. You know, you see two people sparring, ha, 1, 2, kick, pa, 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 wah. Oh, great, you got all day, you know, you got all day to do that. Fighting, it's like you see a lion hunting down a zebra. He decides he wants to kill you, he's trying to charge in, and you got no time to do anything else, right? So when we say you don't want to develop the skill to spar, if you want to do it for tournament, that's fine. But in real fight situation, that is not the mentality that you want to develop. You don't have that time or luxury to do any of that. Right? If you can understand that, that's great. If you can't understand that, then that's why you stay in school. School, not American school. I'm sure there's some good schools still left. All right. Anyway, so what do we have a drill? We have a basic drill. Okay, our hands are here, like within basically kick range. Why do we develop it? I want to develop everything in this sense, all right? Once someone's in my range, perfectly in range, okay, I want to have that mentality to move in all the time. I don't care what style it is. Monkey, cheetah, tiger, crane, mantis, whatever, okay? Grappling, boxing, sumo. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. I want the mentality. He comes into my house, I greet him nicely. Right? So that's why I don't want to have that mentality where he comes in and then all of a sudden, oh shoot, and you're moving back. So the drill is designed as soon as we're in kick range. Once you're in kick range, you have to move in. You have to move in. Okay, so this is right here. It's a stretch for me to kick. I'd have to really fully extend. By the time I fully extend, I give myself away. But right here, I can kick him. He's got to move in. All right? So, two things we have here for this drill. From this position, two basic drills. Pak punch, lop punch. That's it. Pak and lop. That's all you ever do really in a fight. Pak lop, run away. Pak lop, who hit you, right? Finish him off right there. So, when you have your guard hand, regardless of what your guard hand is doing, I'm not thinking I want to pak, I want to lop. See, I'm going around the line, okay? I'm thinking straight in, right, every single time. I'm here, I move in with my triangle and then run into and merge my triangle and apply pak, lop punch, or depending on here, pak punch, every single time. So, regardless of where his hand position is, watch, he's here like this, he's changing his hands around like this, boom. See, every single time I just move my triangle in. Doesn't matter what he is. But if I'm thinking in the sense when you do your drill, he's like this and I want to do pak punch, then that's the wrong way to look at it. Don't look at it as technique. I want to do pak, I want to do lop. I want to move my triangle in and then shoot. Okay? The most common problem that when you develop this drill, or most people, is when they move in, I want to touch. I want to touch. The mentality actually is, and when I close a gap, I want to hit him right away. For example, if I'm thinking I want to touch, he moves his hand out of the way, I'm trying to grab for his hands, right? But I'm thinking he moves his hand out of the way, boom, I'm just automatically going for the shot. Every single time that in a real application, I'm thinking to shoot. I'm not thinking pak lop. Development, yes. I'm trying to merge a triangle, learning how to actually merge two structures and become one. I'm trying to do that every single time. Okay, so example, Robert does pak punch, lop punch, just moving. Yeah, like this, beautiful. Pak punch, Good. See, go straight. Always go straight. Good. Lop punch. I change my hands around. Good. See, he doesn't care what my hands are doing, and he just automatically. That's good. That's perfect. All right. Pak, lop, move in. All right. Develop that first. Looks like a simple drill. It's not, because this is common. He pak lops. Good. Let's see. Let's see how he does. Good. Good. Yeah. Good. Perfect. See, he didn't chase my hand. That's good. Good. Because the last video we did, he did. I didn't post that one. All right. So now that you've developed that, and okay, before we get into that, notice what happens when I move in. I keep my guard in place, right? I keep my guard in place and then apply the technique. I don't do anything so he knows that I'm applying. Like, I'm not showing winding up or I'm like standing out from that. I think in the terms of mentality, my structure moves into his structure. That's it. I don't think in terms of mentality, I want to pak and lop him. You understand what that means? So in other words, from here, we're thinking the same way. Pak, lop, punch, whatever. Close the gap. Now, assuming both of you are okay with doing this, then you have a little game. And notice the mentality is here. We're here. This is the game. He can pak punch, lop punch, okay? I can pak punch, lop punch. We both know how to block it. Pak, if he pak punches, pak, he pak punches, tan, all right? Basic, I give, he lop punches, bong, he lop punches, wusa, it doesn't matter, okay? Actually, you can do any way, any shape or form you want to block, all right? But once you develop that where you're okay with doing pak lop and blocking it, then you're from this range, your same range again. The game here now is you can attack, I can attack. Anyone can move first. Okay, anyone can move first. So, for example, I move in, he wants to do something, he's gonna lop punch. And right, we're here, move in, boom, hey, good. Boom, hey, good, you got through. Boom, see, I'm trying to, boom, he's getting through, right? So in other words, I want to be able to shoot, he wants to shoot, whoever can do it better will get the shot off. And then once you do that, that's it. For now, for the basic drill, that's it. I want to be able to do it where I close the gap and finish it off right away. Okay, so we'll play this game. Okay, good. Good, you got good, you got through. Good. Good, see, he's getting through. Now, once you get comfortable with that, he's attacking, I'm attacking, I'm trying to get through, he's trying to get through. Now, you gotta understand, looking at it deeper, you gotta think, when you move in, everything you do is passive. Even though I'm thinking attack, I want to come in passive aggressive. All right, so for example, if I go like this, right away, he should be thinking shooting me. Okay? All right, we're gonna play the same game again. See, right there, block. Okay, block. 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 See how we're clashing now? Why? Because if you go active and give off what you're gonna do as an attack, you can counter each other, you'll clash with each other every single time. But in reality, if you know how to hold your structure passively and make him talk first, you should be able to get through every attack every single time when you do this, all right? So here we're both attacking and then we both countering each other. Hit, 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 chase.
Edit that out.
I'll edit that out. Why is that? Why is it now that when he's moving in, I can counter him? Because when he moves, right there, what's hard to see is when he moves, you develop the ability to see his center motion. When he invests his motion into that center, you can counter off that technique if you hold yourself neutral. So in other words, if Robert's gonna make it a little bit exaggerated motion, like he's like that, right there, okay, he hold that position. Right there, he does a motion. If I move at the same time like this, and all of a sudden go active from this, we end up both clashing with each other. But if I know how to move, he starts moving like this, boom, right there. See how I adjust it? I'm staying neutral the entire time. I can counter off his motion every single time. All right? So for example, we're doing the same game again. Right there, I see his motion. Right there, he's about to attack. Right there, he's about to attack again. Right there, he tried to fake. You don't think I see that? The thing is, when it's like, what is that? The Western, when you're standing still, the first motion he does a motion and gives it off, you got to move. You can't wait for him to do this and that. If he moves, even a drop of sweat moves or a blink of his hair moves, I'm moving in with that mentality. So it doesn't matter. If he moves first, I'm still hitting him. If I move first, as long as I know how to stay passive, I'm still hitting him because I'm being passive the entire time and can counter off that. Okay? That makes sense? Mm-hmm. Do you think anyone understands it?
No. Sorry.
All right. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I explained. This is deep subject, but that's why. Screw it. Okay. Look at his hands. Hands going active. Okay. So his hands are here, right? If he was to extend out, imagine you extend out. You're giving yourself. The hand becomes active, no longer passive. That means you're investing into a technique, even whether it's hands or even a step in. So imagine, let's say he steps here, steps and pushes off that leg. Yeah, like that. By the time he does that, right here, right before he does that, by the time he lands his foot on there, hard for him to change anything that he wants to do. Because he's investing all that motion. But if he steps in, boom, passively, right? He steps in passively, yeah, he's still passive. He can still counter off that. But if he invests into that technique, and I see him invest in technique, he has to go. He has to go and do exactly what I want to do, because it's like, here's his foot. He can make that adjustment. But once he starts making that motion where he invests into it, it's so safe for you to do your attack at that time. Right? As long as you have your triangle in place, it's very safe for you to do that. Okay? You are not planning a technique. My strategy is all the same for every single time we do this. I'm not thinking going around the line here. I'm not thinking other side here. Okay? There's no way you can do that. Okay? For example, if we're here, right? He tries to go around the line this way, and they go around. Yeah, like that. Okay? He can do that. If I don't know if I go active on that. In other words, if I go like this, he can do that, right? Because I'm investing into this motion and he can counter off that motion right away. But if I go passive on that here, he can't. No matter how fast he wants to move to the side, I'm passive the entire time. But if I invest into it, he can adjust the angle. If I go here, boom, every single time. See, I stay passive on that every single time. But if I invest into that technique right here, you're in trouble. We could talk about this for hours. All right. Hopefully that's something for you to think about. It's cold. I'm turning the heater on. That should be good for now. Later.